Welcome back to Nicky's Nerfies. Nick Meckin here with Pickdawgz. Today is August 10th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 out to the ball game. A Nerfie means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my premium picks, head on over to pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my MLB lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about that on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now, yesterday we yet again went 1 and 2 on the day. I don't like these 1 and 2 days. I don't like to lose, so I did a little more research, a little harder end of research. I'm looking at more statistics since we got off this little hot streak of a train, but I'm looking to get right back on it, ladies and gentlemen. So game number 1, we got the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Right now for the Minnesota Twins, Maeda will be on the mound with a 3-6 record this season with a 4.22 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Detroit Tigers, Olsen, with a 1-5 record and a 4.94 ERA. Olsen has not been good this season whatsoever. His ERA is almost at that 5 mark, but I will say Maeda looked really good in his last couple outings for this Minnesota Twins team. Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers, they're fighting in this AL Central division, I must say, so I think the implications are high. We'll see if Olsen can do it for us and be ready for this top of the lineup for this Minnesota Twins team. I don't think the Minnesota Twins team, even though Carlos Correa did hit a nice bomb. I believe that was in the second inning of yesterday's matchup. They didn't score in the first inning yesterday, and I don't think they're going to score in the first inning today. That's why in game number 1 between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers, we're smacking the Nerfie. No runs, first inning. So we're on to game number 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Guardians. Right now for the Toronto Blue Jays, Manoah will be on the mound with a 3-8 record and a 5.72 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Cleveland Guardians, Syndergaard, with a 1-5 record with a 6.75 ERA. Syndergaard is not like the old Syndergaard we're used to. He's been bouncing around from team to team, still trying to figure himself out, but he's one of the best arms in the MLB. Granted, he hasn't been having the season, but I think he will start to turn it around as the Cleveland Guardians still try to make a playoff push for themselves and this team. I think Syndergaard will start to settle in with this new ball club in the Cleveland Guardians. You got Manoah, his last couple outings, he's been looking a lot sharper. Both of these pitchers do have higher ends of an ERA. I'm more concerned about the Toronto Blue Jays in that first inning, but I think Syndergaard will be locked in. That's why in game number 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Guardians, we're smacking the Nerfie. No runs, first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles. Right now for the Houston Astros, we got Brown on the mound with an 8-7 record and a 4.07 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Baltimore Orioles, Kramer, with a 10-4 record and a 4.61 ERA. We're going right back at this as I have lost the past 2 days going with the Nerfie, and both YRFIs, yes runs first inning, have hit. We had Tucker in yesterday's game with that 2-run home run in that top of the first, and listen, I learned from my mistakes. Shame on me once, but shame on you for a second time. That's why in this third matchup that I have, we are smacking the YRFI, yes runs, first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected. Game number 1 between the Twins and the Tigers, we're hitting the Nerfie. Game number 2 between the Blue Jays and the Guardians, Nerfie. Game number 3 between the Astros and the Orioles, YRFI, yes runs, first inning. Once again, this is Nick Meckin with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have over 136,000 subscribers and growing daily. Keep those comments up, guys, even though we had a couple losing days. Let's get back on this winning train.